Okay, so a little programming look slash tech demo of the newest build, I suppose you could say, of Infiniworlds. Right now you are staring at the entities code. Of course we got all our physics stuff here, hence the method name apply physics, using all the stuff like s equals ut plus half at squared and v equals u plus at, which is quite useful for, you know, detecting gravity and stuff. And then also a new bit of code which allows us to apply positioning and rotations for our player. If we look at like the commit history on the GitHub repo, this is the first commit that I made. This is basically rotating the head of entities, so in our case the player. At this stage I didn't implement camera rotation yet, or camera being at the first person view. This is just making sure that the head moves, because there is actually a head now. So it used to be just a blue cuboid, and now it's a blue cuboid with a red head, which is another cube, which is like another cube on top of it. Not very nice colours, but yeah, you won't be able to see them right now, obviously, because first person means that you're not going to see yourself. So this is, in terms of describing this code, what we're doing up here is setting the rotation of the player's head. In fact, the player's head moves on the X and Z axes. I believe it's this bit here. Whereas X and Y axes, whereas the body only rotates on the Y axis, because, well, when you look upwards and downwards, it's not like your body moves upwards and downwards with you. But when you rotate, obviously you rotate along your Y axis. In terms of body parts, yeah, that's just adding the head. I just fixed up a few functions. So yeah, we add a head in this commit, and a few things to do with rotation. Not very interesting, but the next one is a bit more interesting. This is the second commit, which is my most recent one. If we look, we define where the camera should go. So we copy the position and the rotation of the camera to where our head is. Also, I just did a bit of fixing the jittering when you kind of move up and down very slightly because of the effects of physics in the game, so I fixed that. Apart from that, I don't think there's much more to this commit. Fixing small values, making sure the field of view, well, not the field of view, the kind of distance within the frustum, you don't accidentally clip through blocks and stuff. So that's all that in the most recent commit. If we switch, let's actually run this thing now, the bit that you've all been waiting for. Here we go, pop it full screen, because, you know, we like full screen. And here we are. Okay, so you should notice that we are in first person now, which is unsurprising. And I'm walking around with WASD, of course. If I hold down W, I can move around in the direction I'm looking, which is pretty cool. A and D move me side to side. I don't know what it's called in Minecraft. I think it's got a special name for moving. I think it's strafe or something. I'll just call it moving side to side for now. And obviously S is W in reverse. Of course, walking backwards. Space doesn't work yet. I'm hitting space, but obviously nothing works because I haven't programmed that. But of course you may notice that we still got this slightly weird kind of pseudo jump, I guess you could say, where you're transported to the highest point in the Y-axis, because it appears when you go forward it realizes that you're now inside the block, so you get jumped up. So that's that, and of course you've got that beautiful gravitational effect when you walk downwards, which is nice, which is true to the game. And for those who are wondering, the value of G is 10 meters per second squared. So yeah, I may want to increase that. I don't know if that's too much, like I'm moving forward too much, whether or not I could probably fix that by making sure that the velocity that you're moving at is in terms of forwards and backwards is less when you're in the air, because I think that's part of the problem why it feels a bit too far forwards in my eyes. But yeah, I think next I'm probably going to do block placing and breaking, which I think would be fun. It'd be interesting to try and, you know, if we put a thing in the middle, I can't remember what they're called, I can't remember, it'll come to me once I press the stop recording button. Crosshairs, that's it. Once I put them in the middle, it's going to be interesting to ray trace the position of the block that I'm looking at, but free.js does that for me, so that'll be good. So it shouldn't be too hard. Obviously I'll have to like remove surfaces of blocks and stuff to make sure that when you mine that disappears. I don't know, I'll work it out, hopefully. But yeah, that's it for that. I can just quit like this, there we go, and see ya.